Covington, and this is the Takeover. Today we have Yanesia Norris because she is taking over in the area of law. So, Yanesia, tell me about what made you choose Spelman over any other college.
Okay, besides the fact that it is a historically black college, um, Spelman is the only place I feel like in the country where I can be surrounded by women who are like me. Not only do they look like me, but they are trying to change the world, trying to make the world a better place. And then on top of that, I wanted an academic experience where they were basically going to ensure that not only was I learning what I needed to learn to get my degree, but I was learning more about what it means to be an African American woman in America, and not just a African American woman, but the African American woman that I need to be, like a strong African American woman. So,
So, you got that out of Spelman so far.
yes, I absolutely love my college experience. So,
That's wonderful. Actually, I've been to Spelman once, and it was a nice university and campus. And plus, it's across the street from Morehouse, so it's not strictly only girls or anything. So, what, other educational aspirations would you like to pursue after Spelman?
so recently I actually just changed my course. So originally I just wanted to go straight to law school. I'm not sure exactly which law school. I wasn't as passionate about a specific law school as I was about Spelman. Um, but I actually want to get a master's in sociology first with a concentration in race and ethnic studies, with a certificate in African American Africana studies, and then pursue my law degree, with a more of a concentration in public interest law. I'm not sure what part of public interest law, but public interest basically means more like public service, community service oriented law. Because I ultimately want to get into like civil rights, human rights law. So.
Wow. So, like, what job? So, what's like? Do you have like a specific job that you would like to do with that, or?
Um, so besides practicing for a certain amount of time, which is what I do plan on doing, I want to maybe get into the nonprofit sector and then maybe get into politics later. Politics, if anything, is my last goal. I feel like I care more about like the public policy part, influencing the laws more than necessarily being the one to implement them or represent them, I guess you could say.
Wow, that is awesome. I know. I didn't see. I didn't know. I don't know much about law, so this is all new to me, and I'm just like a mass communications major. I just know more about what I want to do. I don't really know about too much law or anything. But so, what really kind of sparked your interest, in going in with law? Like, what made you decide that this is what you want to do?
Okay, so honestly, I've always been an advocate. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I used to get in trouble for taking up for other people, because someone would do something and then I would go pick the fight with the person that did something to that person instead of letting them handle their own situation. Then I would get in trouble. And then on top of that, just in class, like if everybody had an issue with something, like I was just the one who was like, well, honestly, all of us think that blah blah blah. So, so I mean, I guess when I realized like what that was, that's when I started deciding I wanted to be in law. Because when I went to college, I started off as a math major, because I've always been good at math and science, and I've been involved in like math and science programs for years. So I thought I wanted to be a doctor, or that I wanted to go into like public health or something like of that nature. But when I realized like I am more passionate about helping people and standing up for people that can't speak for themselves, it was over at that point. So.
Yeah, so you were like the leader of, or the boss of, and you let everybody heard you. Your voice was heard, so that's how you are. Yeah, of course, but that's how you are. You're a good person. So we all know it's no secret that you work at you intern for the Bill Clinton Foundation. So tell me like the details and responsibilities that you have to uphold, while working for the intern.
So right now, I work directly with the Clinton Global Initiative, which is a certain part of the Clinton Foundation. This is more of the nonprofit sector. So that means that what they do is they make um, companies or organizations around the world, large companies, large organizations, make commitments to action where they like pick a specific cause, and they may decide, well, I want to help the homeless people in this particular region. So I'm going to fund a project that's going to do that, and I'm going to partner with this organization or this person who is already working on this, and we're going to make sure that this continues to happen. The whole point was that President Clinton felt that when he was in office, the hardest thing to do was to, you could have all these leaders talking about what they're going to do, but they were all talking about it on their own platforms, never coming together, and never actually creating sustainable solutions. So that's the point of the organization. I work in operations, so for the most part, I run the daily operations of the office, but it also gives me the freedom to work with a variety of departments. So I can help with the commitments to action. I can help with new initiatives. I can help with the girls and women's department. So I get to do a lot of different things.
So is it difficult or no?
I think it's like any other internship where it's as difficult as you make it. I feel like I take all internships as like a learning experience as well as a networking experience. So if you feel like that's a difficult thing to complete or do, then yeah, it's a hard internship. But other than that, I don't think so. It's just a matter of how much work you put into it is what you're going to get out of it.
So as hard as you make it. So, well, that's really good. So you just met Bill Clinton. So how was that? I thought it was amazing. I was like, girl, this girl is on fire. I could not believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, like I know her. Like I know her. So how was that?
It was great. So at first we had a conversation with him. So it was all the interns just having, we were able to ask him questions. He was talking to us about different things. And it was great. He's really cool. He's genuine. So like the President Clinton that you guys see on TV and in organizations and at the Democratic National Convention, that's the President Clinton that he is. He's not fake. He genuinely cares about people, helping people, making a difference. And then meeting him, he likes to make jokes, so he's hilarious. And he got right down to talking about the real issues, things that he knew we were obviously going to ask about. It was just a great environment. And I don't know if anybody else could tell from the picture, but I was just like really excited. Like I was just like, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. That is so cool. I think that's one of my father's favorite presidents. He loves Bill Clinton. Like, that's all he talks about. And I showed him your picture. He was like, that's some hot stuff right there. I was like, yeah, this girl is on fire. Like, she is doing the thing. So, but I'm so proud of you. And I know everybody, your family, everybody is proud of you, your friends. And I'm just so glad I got the chance to interview you because you are such a great person and you're amazing and you're spectacular and you are going to do big things in life. Okay? And I want you to remember this interview, okay? Well, thank you so much, Yanesia. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
As you can see, Yanesia Norris is definitely taking over in the area of law. The quote of the week is by Anonymous. Life may not always be a party, but while we're here, we should dance. Thank you so much for watching The Takeover. This is Alana Covington, signing off.
Try to answer to the master or the empty rap goddess. No joke on the lyric, sorry to be modest. I knew I was the man with the master plan to make it wiggle and jiggle like gelatin. Just think while I sing and to the bring structure. Don't sleep on the E. You see something might rupture. It don't take time for me to